I want to tell you about something that happened in a small community gym that completely changed how I think about aging. A researcher was running a simple grip strength test on a group of volunteers, checking how hard each person could squeeze a hand dynamometer. When a 72-year-old woman stepped up, nobody expected much. But when she gripped the device, her score beat several men who were only in their 50s. The room went quiet for a moment because everyone assumed strength like that belonged only to younger bodies. What made her story even more surprising was what she was not doing. She was not taking expensive protein powders. She was not using creatine, testosterone boosters, or any fancy supplement stack that fitness companies love to sell. Her secret was something almost embarrassingly simple. She ate 6 specific fruits every single day, fruits that most people walk past in the grocery store without a second glance. And according to her recent scans, her muscle mass was still increasing well past the age of 70, which goes against almost everything we have been taught about agings and muscle loss. What struck me most was how ordinary her daily life actually looked from the outside. She still gardened, carried her own groceries up 2 flights of stairs, and lifted her grandchildren without hesitation or complaint. None of this came from a gym membership or a personal trainer pushing her through heavy sets several times a week. It came from a handful of small food choices repeated quietly, day after day, without any fanfare or dramatic transformation story attached to them. This story matters because it challenges a belief that many people quietly accept as fact. The idea that after 70, the body simply gives up on building muscle no matter what you do. Today, we are going to break down exactly why that belief is wrong, what is really happening inside an aging body, and how these 6 affordable fruits can help flip the switch back on for muscle growth. By the end of this video, you will understand why protein alone stops working the way it used to, and what your body actually needs instead. To understand why these fruits matter so much, we first need to talk about a hidden problem that develops silently after age 70, something scientists call anabolic resistance. In simple terms, this means the body becomes far less responsive to the normal signals that tell muscles to grow and repair themselves. Even when someone eats plenty of protein, their muscles do not respond the way they would have in their 30s or 40s. The building blocks are there, but the construction crew seems to have stopped showing up for work. At the center of this problem is something called the mTOR pathway, which acts like a master switch for muscle protein synthesis. In younger bodies, this switch flips on easily whenever protein is consumed, triggering muscle repair and growth almost automatically. But after 70, this pathway becomes sluggish and much harder to activate. The result is that older adults often need significantly more protein just to get the same muscle-building response that a small amount used to trigger decades earlier. This is exactly why so many seniors feel confused and frustrated when they increase their protein intake, but still watch their muscles shrink month after month. They are doing what every fitness magazine and doctor recommends, yet the results simply are not showing up. The real issue is not a lack of protein sitting in the body, it is the body's inability to properly activate the signals that tell muscles to actually use that protein for growth and repair. This is the missing piece that most conventional advice completely ignores. This brings us to why these 6 particular fruits deserve so much attention. Unlike ordinary fruits that mainly offer sugar and basic vitamins, these 6 contain unique bioactive compounds that appear to work directly on the biological pathways responsible for muscle building. Research suggests they can help reactivate dormant muscle building signals, lower the overall level of anabolic resistance in aging tissue, support specialized repair cells, and speed up the muscle recovery process after everyday activity or exercise. What makes this especially exciting is that these mechanisms go far beyond what ordinary protein intake alone can achieve. Protein provides the raw materials for muscle repair, but these fruits appear to influence the actual machinery and signaling systems that decide whether those materials get used effectively. In other words, protein gives your body the bricks, while these fruits may help unlock the door that lets the construction actually begin. This distinction is exactly what mainstream nutrition advice tends to overlook. It is worth pausing here to talk honestly about the supplement industry, because billions of dollars are spent every year on products marketed toward muscle growth and recovery. The uncomfortable truth is that most of these products were originally designed and tested on younger, healthier bodies where anabolic resistance is not yet a major factor. Older muscles do not simply need more of the same ingredients. They need different biological triggers entirely, ones that specifically address the slowed signaling pathways that come with advanced age. With that understanding in place, let us count down these 6 fruits one by one, starting from number 6 and working our way to the single most powerful option on this list. Each one brings something slightly different to the table, and together they create a surprisingly complete approach to preserving and even building muscle later in life. Starting at number 6, we have golden berries, sometimes called Cape gooseberries because of their small orange color and delicate papery husk that wraps around each fruit like a tiny lantern. Golden berries carry an unusually high concentration of compounds called withanolides, which are the same family of plant chemicals found in adaptogenic herbs known for supporting the body under stress. Research indicates that withanolides may help reduce the rate at which muscle protein breaks down, essentially slowing the demolition side of the muscle-building equation. Beyond their muscle-protecting effects, golden berries also show strong anti-inflammatory properties, which matters greatly because chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the hidden drivers behind age-related muscle loss. On top of that, these little berries pack a solid dose of vitamin C, along with meaningful amounts of phosphorus, iron, and several B vitamins that support energy production. A simple serving of about half a cup daily is enough to start experiencing these benefits without overloading on sugar or calories. You can eat golden berries fresh straight out of their husk, toss them into a morning yogurt bowl, or add them to salads for a slightly tart and tropical flavor. If fresh ones are not available in your area, dried golden berries work almost as well and store easily in a sealed container for weeks. Either way, this fruit offers a gentle but meaningful starting point for anyone looking to slow muscle breakdown as they age. Moving up to number 5, we arrive at goji berries, a fruit with centuries of traditional use in supporting strength, vitality, and longevity long before modern science existed to explain why. The star compounds inside goji berries are called lithium berberine polysaccharides, often shortened to LBPs, which have become a major focus of recent muscle aging research. These polysaccharides appear to play a direct role in supporting something called satellite cells, and understanding these cells is essential to understanding muscle repair after 70. Satellite cells act like a reserve army of repair specialists that sit quietly around muscle fibers, waiting to be activated whenever damage or stress occurs. In younger people, these cells respond quickly and efficiently, jumping into action to rebuild and strengthen muscle tissue. As we age, satellite cell activity naturally declines, which is a major reason why muscle recovery slows down so dramatically. Goji berries appear to help reawaken these dormant repair cells, essentially calling the reserve army back into active duty. Beyond their effect on satellite cells, goji berries also deliver powerful antioxidant protection that helps shield muscle tissue from ongoing oxidative damage, a process that accelerates with age and speeds up muscle deterioration. Interestingly, goji berries also contain a small but notable amount of protein and several essential amino acids, which is unusual for a fruit. A daily serving of about 1 to 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries, easily added to smoothies, oatmeal, or trail mix, is generally enough to tap into these benefits. At number 4, we have mulberries, a fruit that carries a rare and fascinating compound called DNJ, short for 1-deoxynogerymycin, which is not commonly found in other everyday foods. DNJ works by gently slowing the breakdown of carbohydrates into sugar within the digestive system, which helps keep blood sugar levels remarkably stable after meals. This might sound unrelated to muscle building at first, but stable blood sugar plays a surprisingly important role in preserving muscle tissue as we get older. When blood sugar spikes repeatedly throughout the day, it can trigger inflammatory responses and contribute to insulin resistance, both of which interfere with the body's ability to build and maintain muscle. By supporting better insulin sensitivity, mulberries help ensure that nutrients, including protein, are directed more efficiently toward muscle tissue rather than being stored as fat or causing metabolic stress. This connection between blood sugar control and muscle preservation is something most people never even consider. Mulberries also contain resveratrol, the same well-known compound famously associated with red grapes and red wine, known for its ability to support healthy aging at the cellular level. Additionally, mulberries provide a decent amount of iron, which is essential for producing hemoglobin and ensuring that oxygen gets delivered efficiently to working muscles during activity. You can enjoy mulberries fresh when they are in season, or reach for dried mulberries year-round as a convenient and naturally sweet snack that fits easily into daily routines. Number 3 on our list is Aronia berries, sometimes called chokeberries, and these small dark purple berries hold one of the highest antioxidant capacities of any fruit ever measured. This extremely high antioxidant density means Aronia berries are exceptionally effective at neutralizing oxidative stress, which is one of the primary factors accelerating muscle aging and tissue damage throughout the body. The more effectively oxidative stress is controlled, the better muscle tissue can maintain its structure and function over time. Beyond their antioxidant power, Aronia berries have been shown to improve nitric oxide production within blood vessels, which directly enhances blood flow throughout the body. Better blood flow means muscles receive oxygen and nutrients more efficiently, especially during and after physical activity, which supports faster recovery and reduced fatigue. This improved circulation becomes increasingly important with age, since blood vessel flexibility naturally declines over time and can limit nutrient delivery to working muscles. Aronia berries have also been linked to increased levels of a hormone-like protein called irisin, which some researchers believe plays a role in preserving muscle mass and supporting metabolic health. Since fresh Aronia berries can taste quite tart and astringent on their own, most people prefer consuming them as a powder mixed into smoothies, as frozen berries blended into recipes, or as a concentrated juice added to water. Any of these methods allows you to capture the benefits without struggling through their naturally bitter flavor. At number 2, we have sea buckthorn berries, a small orange fruit that stands out because of its unusually rich and rare omega fatty acid profile, including omega-7, which is uncommon in most other fruits. These fatty acids play a direct role in supporting the health and flexibility of muscle cell membranes, and healthy membranes are essential for allowing nutrients to pass efficiently into muscle cells where they are actually needed. Think of muscle cell membranes as gatekeepers, and sea buckthorn helps keep those gates working smoothly. When cell membranes become stiff or damaged over time, nutrient absorption slows down considerably, meaning that even a protein-rich diet may not translate into effective muscle repair. Sea buckthorn berries help counter this by strengthening membrane flexibility, allowing amino acids and other essential nutrients to enter muscle cells more effectively. On top of this benefit, sea buckthorn is also loaded with vitamin E and vitamin C, two antioxidants that work together to protect cells from oxidative damage while supporting overall immune health. Because sea buckthorn berries have a distinctly sour and tangy taste, most people find it easiest to consume them as a juice or a puree rather than eating the whole fruit directly. Pairing sea buckthorn with a source of healthy fat, such as a small handful of nuts or a spoonful of yogurt, can actually improve the absorption of its fat-soluble vitamins even further. This simple pairing trick makes a noticeable difference in how effectively the body can use what this powerful little berry has to offer. Finally, at number 1, we arrive at Maqui berries, a deep purple fruit from South America that may be the single most powerful option on this entire list for supporting muscle growth after 70. The star compound inside Maqui berries is called delphinidin, a potent plant pigment that has been shown to activate an enzyme known as AMPK, often referred to as the body's master metabolic switch. Activating AMPK sets off a cascade of beneficial effects that directly support muscle health in aging bodies. When AMPK becomes activated, it encourages the body to build healthier and more efficient mitochondria, which are essentially the tiny power plants inside every muscle cell responsible for generating energy. Improved mitochondrial function goes hand in hand with better glucose uptake, meaning muscle cells become more efficient at pulling in and using available fuel. AMPK activation also triggers a natural cellular cleanup process, clearing out damaged proteins and cellular debris that would otherwise interfere with healthy muscle function over time. Perhaps most impressively, this activation pathway has been linked to improved muscle protein synthesis, essentially helping restart the very process that becomes sluggish due to anabolic resistance in older age. Maqui berries have also been shown to reduce levels of myostatin, a protein whose entire job is to limit and restrict muscle growth throughout the body. Lower myostatin levels essentially remove one of the biological brakes that has been quietly holding back muscle development for years. On top of all this, maqui berries deliver a strong anti-inflammatory effect, helping calm the chronic low-grade inflammations that so often accompanies aging and interferes with recovery. Because fresh maqui berries are difficult to find outside of South America, most people access their benefits through a high-quality powder form, which can easily be mixed into smoothies, water, or yogurt each morning. Consistency matters more than perfection here, and even a small daily dose used regularly appears to produce noticeably better results than occasional or inconsistent use. Let us quickly bring everything together and recap what we have covered today. Golden berries help slow muscle breakdown while calming inflammation throughout the body. Goji berries reawaken dormant satellite cells that are responsible for muscle repair. Mulberries stabilize blood sugar and support healthy insulin sensitivity for better nutrient delivery. Aronia berries fight oxidative stress while improving blood flow to working muscles. Sea buckthorn strengthens muscle cell membranes so nutrients can actually get where they need to go. And maqui berries activate the master metabolic switch that restarts muscle-building signals throughout the entire body. The bigger message behind all of this is incredibly encouraging, especially for anyone who has ever felt like their body has already peaked and started its inevitable decline. Muscles retain real potential for growth and repair well past the age of 70, and the woman from the beginning of this video is living proof that conventional expectations about aging are often far too pessimistic. Her strength did not come from an expensive supplement stack or a complicated training program. It came from simple, consistent daily choices that most people overlook entirely. That word consistency deserves special attention, because it matters far more than perfection ever will. You do not need to eat all 6 of these fruits every single day to notice a difference, and you certainly do not need to overhaul your entire diet overnight to start seeing results. Instead, consider picking just one fruit from this list that feels most accessible or appealing to you right now, and commit to adding it into your daily routine for the next few weeks. Small, sustainable habits like this tend to produce far more lasting results than dramatic short-term changes that eventually fizzle out. None of this requires expensive lab tests, a personal trainer, or a complicated meal plan filled with unfamiliar ingredients. These 6 fruits are widely available, reasonably priced compared to most supplement products, and simple enough to fit into a routine that already exists in your kitchen. The barrier to starting is genuinely low, which is exactly what makes this approach so encouraging for anyone who has felt overwhelmed by conflicting advice about aging and nutrition in the past. Aging does not have to mean automatic decline, and your muscles are far more capable of adapting and rebuilding than most people ever realize, even well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The science behind these 6 fruits offers a genuinely hopeful and refreshingly affordable path forward for anyone determined to stay strong, capable, and independent for as many years as possible. Every small step you take today toward better nutrition is an investment in the version of yourself that you will become years from now. If this video changed the way you think about building muscle after 70, please take a moment to like this video, since it genuinely helps this kind of evidence-based content reach more people who need to hear it. Consider subscribing to this channel for more science-backed content focused on healthy aging, longevity, and practical strategies you can actually apply in real life. Another exciting longevity breakthrough is already on the way, so stay tuned because what comes next might completely change how you think about aging once again.